Hello everyone. I'm so excited to try this gourmet cake mix by the Ann Clark brand. We've had their Belgian waffles and pancakes, so we already know this vanilla cake mix is going to be absolutely delicious. The Ann Clark brand was founded in the US over 30 years ago, and they have become a very trusted name in premium baking mixes and kitchen supplies. Ann Clark already included the best quality dry ingredients in the mix, and all we have to add is a little milk, oil, eggs and butter. This all mixes up fast without using an electric mixer. Let's open up the vanilla cake mix and get it into a medium-sized bowl. Included in the package is a nice summarized instruction sheet with frosting recipes and how-to steps for assembling and icing your cake. Very nice. I pour out the cake's dry ingredients into a medium-sized bowl. Then in a smaller bowl, I add in my oil, milk, eggs and melted butter and give it a good whisk to incorporate the wet ingredients together. I then pour my wet ingredients into the Ann Clark dry mix and begin to gently whisk. There's no need to get out your stand mixer or even your hand mixer. I'm just going to use my Danish whisk to mix up the batter, but you can use a regular wire whisk as well. This batter comes together very quickly. You don't want to overmix. Once it looks like this, you're done. At this point, I ensure my oven rack is placed in the middle of the oven and I preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I then prepare two 9-inch round cake pans by greasing them, adding circular pieces of parchment paper and another little greasing on top of the parchment paper. I carefully measure out a cup of batter at a time to ensure my two cake layers will be the same height. Based on my measurements, each cake pan will get 2 cups of the raw batter. I place my cake pans into the preheated oven and I initially set my timer for 15 minutes. In my own oven, these 2 cake layers finished baking in about 20 minutes. All ovens are different, so be careful to watch your cake carefully and remove them from the oven when a toothpick test comes out clean. I let my 2 cake pans sit on baking racks for about 10 minutes before I removed the layers from the pans. I then let my baked layers cool for about 2 hours before I started to ice my cakes. Placing them in the fridge sped up this process quite nicely. Okay, I'm just going to quickly create my favorite homemade frosting. This is an ermine recipe where you cook some flour and milk together to form a roux. Once the roux has cooled to room temperature, I then beat in my room temp butter and finally add in my vanilla extract. This is the least sweet icing I've ever had and it's our family's favorite. But feel free to use your favorite recipe or follow the recipe that Ann Clark provided along with her cake mix. I'm going for a semi-naked cake, where the icing on the sides is mostly just a crumb coat, allowing the cake to peek through on the sides. We're getting there. I love this spinning part. Such fun. Since I'm bringing this cake to a Christmas Eve gathering, I'm going to give the top a little texture to make it look a bit like snowdrifts. Then I'll add a ring of Christmas green sugar sprinkles with some green leaves and holly berry bits to adorn my cake with a festive Christmas wreath. Love that. And very simple. In fact, this whole baking process was simple, thanks to Ann Clark. This cake is absolutely scrumptious. It's moist and has the most delicate crumb texture, it just melts in your mouth. Thank you, Ann Clark, for your high-quality line of products. Enjoy, everyone. Ta-ta for now.